Welcome to the BAPS Better Living Podcast. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with us today. Each episode in this podcast aims to inspire each of us to take a step back from our busy lives and to actively listen to content that can enlighten us towards expanding our consciousness and towards deepening our spirituality. Listen in and let this episode inspire you. Let it encourage you to have fruitful introspections and, most importantly, let it help you be better and do better.
It's like a rope. I'm telling you, it's like a rope.
No, it's not. It's like a dustpan. How can it be a rope? It's definitely a dustpan.
I'm telling both of you, you're both confused. There's no way it's a rope or a dustpan. It's got to be like a pillar. It's huge.
It's a rope.
No, it's a dustpan.
No, you guys, it's definitely a pillar.
Let me explain. Look at how
These folks debated like this for a while, back and forth, but all to no avail. Their perspectives were each individually partially correct, but they weren't entirely true. And in this case, not getting the big picture right makes a big difference. These individuals were each blind and they were trying to describe an animal that had entered their courtyard. They each were touching a different part of the animal, and though each of their conclusions wasn't wrong, it definitely wasn't the whole picture. Can you guess what the animal was? The animal was an elephant, and without being able to see the entire animal, they weren't able to describe the animal in its entirety. One touched the tail and thought the entire elephant was a piece of rope. Another touched the ear and thought that it was like a dustpan. Another touched a leg and thought the elephant was like a pillar. The Gurus of BAPS would share this fun tale and explain how we fall victim to this limited perspective as well. While we all may fall victim to a limited perspective in many different areas of our lives, when the Gurus would describe this tale, they would be talking about something very specific. They would say that we would fall victim to this limited perspective, especially when trying to describe the qualities of our real identity. No, not our body, not what we do for a living or what our family thinks of us. But when we try to describe and understand our Atma, or in other words, our soul. Our soul is something that is beyond the physical realm, yet within it. It is imperceivable, it is unpierceable, untouchable, uncuttable, and it's made entirely of consciousness. How would it be possible for us to describe that? Yogiji Maharaj, one of the Gurus of BAPS, when sharing this tale, would say, when we use our physical body, our mind, our senses, our limited understanding, all to try and describe and understand what our soul is like, we will always fall short. According to the ancient Hindu scriptures, the Upanishads, which is a section of the Vedas, the way to definitively identify and understand what our soul is like is by learning from a guru who understands the soul thoroughly. Yogiji Maharaj used to continue and say that trying to describe and understand our soul on our own guarantees we'll fall short, just like how the blind men who tried to describe what the elephant was like fell short. For something as spiritual as our soul, we need the guidance of someone who knows it as it is, someone who experiences it in all moments. We hope you enjoyed this tale of wisdom. This was just one of hundreds of tales shared by the Gurus of BAPS. They used these stories to distill complicated spiritual concepts into practical wisdom, to help each of us live better lives. We hope you enjoyed this Better Living episode and that it added value to your life. This episode and all content on this channel is created and managed entirely by swamis and volunteers of BAPS from around the world. Our volunteers are continuously inspired by the sincere, transparent, and selfless lives of Pramukh Swami Maharaj, the former Guru of BAPS, and Mahant Swami Maharaj, the current Guru of BAPS. Their character, their teachings, and work have inspired millions of people across all backgrounds, faiths, and cultures throughout the world. They have encouraged all, regardless of one's beliefs, to live a mindful, a balanced, and a harmonious life. If you enjoy content that inspires you to be better and do better, and you would like more better living content, follow us on Instagram and YouTube by searching for BAPS Better Living. Thank you for choosing to spend your valuable time with us.